Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
on the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield. This is Montana State Bobcat Women's Basketball, brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, here to help you through all life's events, big and small. Visit rmcu.net to find out more. Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild series. First Interstate Bank, built for you. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of Bobcat women's basketball, Daniel Salle.
Bobcat fans, it is so good to be back. Daniel Salle coming to you live here from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, the friendly confines of the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse on the campus of Montana State University. It's the Montana State women's basketball season opener here at the Brick as they play host to Chadron State. Let's go ahead and get things tipped off here by talking about the Bobcats under head coach Tricia Binford in her 20th season. The Bobcats 17-16 last season, losing in the Big Sky Conference tournament semifinals to the eventual champion Eastern Washington, bring in a lot of excitement. There was a decent crowd here at the Brick Friday night for a 77-53 exhibition victory over my alma mater, Carroll College. They return 11 players from last year, 4 of whom are starters, and bring in 5 newcomers, the 3 freshmen, Taylor Cherick, Addison Harris, and Tegan Erickson. Bobcat fans, get used to these names. These freshmen bring a lot of excitement and energy to the floor. And 2 transfers in Esme Morales and Hannah Robbins. Many of you may remember Esmeralda Morales from her days at Portland State. She was the leading scorer in the Big Sky last year, landing her way on the first team All Big Sky, and was a preseason pick for MVP last year, a preseason pick for All Conference this year. So she's going to bring a lot of excitement to the table as well. 3 players out due to injury tonight: Lexi Deedon, Taylor Jansen, and Drea Brumfield. They're continuing to work their way back. But who is back tonight is Dylan Phillip after missing all of last season due to injury. And this season, the Bobcats, a lot of excitement, like I mentioned, picked to finish second in the Big Sky Conference preseason poll. Esmeralda Morales, Mara Dykstra were the 2 all-conference preseason selections. Of course, Mara Dykstra coming off of her second-team all-conference performance last year as a sophomore, now looking to bring a little excitement as a junior. Let's go ahead now and shift our focus over to Chadron State and figure out why they're going to be in hot water today, brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. The Eagles of Chadron State, 6-20 last season, 4-18 in conference play. They finished the season on an 8-game losing streak, but they do return 5 of their top 7 players. And their head coach, a familiar face in the Big Sky Conference, Travis Brewster, used to be the head coach at North Dakota, also served as an assistant under Seton Sobolewski at Idaho State, and also worked alongside Ryan Johnson, who's a current assistant for Montana State. Offensively, going to see a lot of ball screen action, a lot of elbow entries for them to get the ball inside. Defensively, it'll be very intriguing. They run a lot of like 2-3 trapping style zones where they're kind of spread out towards half court. Also going to show some odd front 3-2 looks, so that should pose an interesting threat to the Bobcats. We're going to go ahead and take our first break, and when we come back, we'll hear from the head coach of the Bobcats. That's Tricia Binford. You're listening to Montana State Basketball from Learfield.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Daniel Salle now joined by the head coach of the Bobcats, Tricia Binford. And Coach, basketball season's finally here. It's good to see you again.
Oh, it's good to have a game where we get to do an interview.
I love it. It's getting back into my routine, so let's go ahead and get in and talk about this game tonight and this season, really. Starting with how things went in the offseason. 5 newcomers on this team now, 3 freshmen that, the people have been able to read about. But we made the news in a pretty big way in the spring with the announcement of Esmeralda Morales committing to us in the transfer portal out of Portland State. Hannah Robbins, another new addition. Could you talk about some of the new faces that the Bobcat fans can start getting used to on this team?
Well, the newcomers, the transfers were to fill some needs that we needed some support with. We were really doing a great job defensively, but we need a punch on the offensive end. And Esme Morales is somebody that this entire conference is familiar with. You can put the ball in her hand. She can make a play in a game situation and a quarter. And she's just really dynamic on the offensive end. But she's also been able to show she's pretty darn good defensively as well. And then Hannah Robbins is a really versatile player that fits into kind of the style of a Bobcat. She can play a lot of different positions. She's a really great passer, really can score in a lot of different ways as well. And then you throw this newcomer, the freshman class in the mix, and it's going to be a lot of fun for these Bobcat fans to watch how deep this bench is.
Now, looking back on the offseason, obviously you got some practices in the spring with the returners, obviously some seniors who made a decision to come back for another year. Then you get into the summer, working the newcomers, and now into the fall through the grind of October. How have you seen the team grow throughout practice in the offseason?
Well, I think one area we've put a lot of focus on is improving in our outnumbered situations. This is a team that creates a lot of turnovers and steals, and we wanted to be able to play off those extra possessions. We were getting those kind of steals last year, but we had a very short bench that we had to really save bodies. And this year we can play much deeper, and so we can get into that 80-plus possession area. And the team has really bought into that. We've really spent a lot of time there. We've been able to see some improvement there. The first 3 contests that we've had, some close scrimmages, that sort of thing, we've been able to put better numbers up. But the big challenge for us is going to establish rotations, making sure we get everybody into some kind of flow with playing a little bit of a deeper bench. So it's going to be a fun challenge to sort out, but at the same time, we got a lot of ready kids.
Had an exhibition game last Friday night and ended up with a 24-point win over Carroll College. What were some takeaways you had from that game for the people who weren't able to make it to the Brick on Friday?
Well, first of all, it didn't feel like a 24-point win. Carroll played a very good game. They had just come off a back-to-back game and really kind of got us out of sorts. We were a little bit off kilter on the offensive end. Going into halftime, it was a very close contest and really settled in with the Butterflies in the second half. Really, I thought when we started breaking and separating, it was on that defensive end. We got some steals back-to-back. I think Taylor Cherrick was a part of that. That kid's is explosive and is dynamic with the highest motors they come. But we also, the depth of our bench, I think, showed in that second half. But then you've got your starting lineup with Mara Dykstra and Esme Morales and a veteran like KJ. I think those things started to show and kind of finish the game well.
Well, Coach, the offseason's over. All the excitement and hype can now come into fruition here as this fan base gets to see their team for the first time in a county game tonight. Best of luck tonight, and we'll see you afterwards.
Sounds great. Thanks, Daniel.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
Back from the First Interstate Bank broadcast edition, Daniel Salle coming to you live from the Brick as we are just moments away from tip-off the Montana State Bobcats season opener against Chadron State. Let's go ahead and get in tonight's Keys to the Game, sponsored by Kendall Ford. The number one biggest key to the game, I cannot stress this enough for Montana State, defensive pressure. This is what the identity of the team revolves around. ball pressure, length, speed, scoring in transition. That's how they were able to pull away in the second half against Carroll last Friday night. Another one for the Bobcats is the three-point shooting. It was a weakness a year ago. It will be something to keep an eye on tonight as the year goes on. So it can open up a lot of offensive production for this Bobcat team. So keep an eye on that. The defensive ball pressure, the three-point shooting, a couple of big things here tonight. Those are your keys to the game, sponsored by Kendall Ford. We're going to go ahead and take one more break, and when we come back, we'll have tip-off here from the Brick. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids. And adults can also be kids. And new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Bobcat fans, celebrate the blue and gold all season at the Golden Arches with McDonald's new Game Day Bundle. Score big with your crew and pick up a cheeseburger pack with 2 classic cheeseburgers, a satisfying 20-piece McNuggets, and 2 orders of the crispy medium fries you love. All for just $14.99 and only on the app. It's the guaranteed win for your home team. Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's, valid through the 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats. For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape for pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
Bobcat fans, welcome in. Before we get ready for tip-off here, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
Daniel Salle back here from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position as we get ready for tip-off tonight. Let's go ahead and meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Eagles of Chadron State at guard, a 5'4" redshirt junior out of Hawaii Kai, Hawaii. That's number 0, Kyra Tanabe. Also at guard, a 5'6" junior out of Pine Ridge, South Dakota, by way of Northeast Community College. Actually averaged 23 points per game at the junior college level last season, now taking her talents to Chadron State. That's number 11, Allison Richards. 5'10" junior guard from Briggsdale, Colorado, transfer from Western Colorado University. That's number 12, Kylie Kreis. At forward, a 6-foot-tall junior out of Green River, Wyoming, wearing number 15. That's Megan Count. And rounding it out, a 5'10" senior wearing number 20. That's a Shayla Powers. And Powers was an RMAC second-team all-conference selection last year. The leading returning scorer for this team, averaging 12.2 points per game last season, a scoring forward. Loves those elbow attacks. She's going to be a point of emphasis for the Bobcats defensively. Now let's go ahead and meet tonight's starting 5, announced by the head coach of the Bobcats, Tricia Binford. Coach Binford in year 20, and this is one of the most exciting teams she's had in her 20-year tenure. Of course, a lot of excitement in the offseason to build up to this point on the calendar, and now we get to see it. We get to talk about it. We'll have plenty of footage to go off of moving forward, but this team brings a lot to the table, and it all starts with the starting point guard, a 5'5" senior out of Spanaway, Washington, wearing number 12, transfer by way of Portland State University. That's Esmeralda Morales. Again, 16.5 points per game, the leading scorer in the Big Sky last season, a first-team selection and a preseason all-conference selection this season. Esme, Bobcat Nation is excited to have you, and it'll be good for the community to get another look at her after getting to see her debut on Friday against Carroll College. Also starting at guard, welcome back, number 30, that's Dylan Phillip, a 5'8" redshirt sophomore out of Ellensburg, Washington. Did not play last season due to injury, was slotted to plug into that lineup as things went in the month of October, but had to be sidelined with an injury, and now she's back to work for the Bobcats starting at guard. The third guard in the lineup for Montana State, a 6'2" senior out of Silver City, New Mexico, a super senior, I might add, making the decision to return for this COVID year. That's number 11 with a new last name, of course, K.J. Martin. Big Sky All defensive selection last season and a mainstay in this program for the last 5 years. At the 4, a 6'2" sophomore out of Elk River, Minnesota, Ella Johnson, wearing number 5. She played some big minutes down the stretch last season, stepping up in the absence of a lot of her injured teammates. And in the middle, a 6'2", junior out of Vancouver, British Columbia. I know the family's back home up north listening right now and all season long. That's Mara Dykstra, second-team All-Big Sky last year, averaging 11 points per game. A preseason all-conference selection this year, looking to make a big splash in her junior season. Tip-off is just moments away now as both teams take the floor. The Bobcats in their brand-new spiffy home white uniforms. Montana State across the chest, blue numbers, gold trim. Some nice striping on the shorts with the cat head logo on the sides. Chadron State wearing sort of a maroon type color, white lettering and white trim on those. Here comes the jump. It's in the backcourt, and going right to left will be the Bobcats. Esme Morales taking it across the timeline. Gets it up top. Mara Dykstra with it now. Surveying her options. KJ Lamardo is going to come off a down screen off the ball, and now Esme Morales gets the catch right wing, drives baseline, and we got a foul on the floor. Foul will be on Kyra Tanabe. First foul on her. First foul for Chadron State early on. 9:46 to play in the first. Shot clock resets to 20. Morales will get the catch out at the nose of the Bobcat head. Working to her left, gets a ball screen, pulls up for 3 off the rim. It's no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Dylan Phillips. She throws a dump down pass to Lamardo, but it's deflected and taken back by the Eagles. And we got a traveling violation. Allison Richards got the catch at the left wing, picked up that pivot foot a little too soon, and it's going back the way of the Bobcats. Right to left across your radio dial. Esme Morales will work it up the floor for Montana State. Up top, Dykstra. Swings it to the left. Martin with it on the wing. I just called her Lamardo. That's going to take some time, so sorry to her parents. Short corner with it now, Dykstra. Dykstra going to work, kicks it out. Phillip pump fakes from the top, drives in, pull-up. Jay, left elbow off the back iron, no good. Johnson gets the deflection into the hands of Morales. Morales kicks it out to Dykstra, left wing now, back up top to Martin. Martin drives down the left side, lane line, scoop shot off the window. It's good for 2. And the first bucket of the Bobcats season goes to the 5th-year senior, K.J. Martin. 2-0, the Bobcats lead. We got a steal in transition, and Esme Morales will put it up and in for 2. Welcome to Bozeman, Esme Morales, the first of her many buckets as a Bobcat. Ball deflected out of bounds by Montana State in transition. Last touch by the Bobcats, so Chadron State will take it out from the far sideline. Inbounding is Kreis. Now up top with it is Richards. Richards working to her right hand. Tries to hand it off. Deflected by Dylan Phillip off a Chadron State player and out of bounds right in front of the Bobcat bench. It's going the other way of the Bobcats. Some stingy defense early on for Montana State. They've already forced 2 turnovers. Morales working up the floor. Left side gets a double ball screen up top. To the elbow, kicks it back up top to the popping Ella Johnson. 3 on the way, you betcha. Ella Johnson, the first 3 of the season for her. And it's an immediate steal by Esme Morales in transition over to Dykstra. How about another 3? Dykstra puts it up off the side of the rim. Can't get the friendly roll, but Lamardo brings down the O-board. Finds a cutting Dykstra off the window and good for 2. Nice find by K.J. Martin. The super senior finding her all-conference teammate Mara Dykstra for the bucket. A fine assist sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. We got a media timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it. 8:14 to go in the first quarter. 9-0 the Bobcats lead here in their season opener. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org. Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank broadcast position. The Montana State Bobcats leading Chadron State 9-0 as the Eagles will take it out going left to right, and the Bobcats showing no mercy. Full court pressure on. Eagles will get it across half court. With the ball is Megan Counts. Hands it off to Richards. Richards, right wing, defended by Morales. Swings it up top, now back around to the left side. Kreis has it. Kreis on Lamardo, blocked by Lamardo. Lamardo comes up with the rebound. She'll push in transition. Looking for Ella Johnson, and instead she's going to go up with it and draw the foul. KJ Martin, the fifth-year senior. I'm going to call her Lamardo 50 times tonight at least, but new last name, going to take some getting used to. All I know is we are glad to have her back in the Bobcat blue and gold. Martin at the line. First free throw is up and good. Last season, she shot 79.6%, just shy of 80. Know what's below? Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. Second on the way from Martin is up and good. And the Bobcats lead is now at double figures, 11-0. And Martin, deflects the inbound pass out of bounds. The Bobcats with some relentless pressure in the backcourt early on in this ball game. And that's the identity of Coach Binford's teams, and especially this one. The amount of length, speed, and athleticism they have is going to give opposing team fits all year long. With the ball, taking it up the floor is Shayla Powers. She gets it across the timeline to Tanabe. Bobcats put on a trap in the corner, but the Eagles get out of it. Right side, Tanabe gets an open look from three. Late closeout from Martin. Rebound pulled down by Morales, and she'll go ahead and push in transition. Morales fakes the pass. Euro step off the window. It's good. Get used to it, Bobcat Nation. Esme Morales, a household name in the Big Sky Conference, getting another bucket here in the brick. Across half court with it is Counts. Excellent footwork there that time by Morales to get the bucket in transition. 13-0, MSU leads. Right side with it is Counts. Counts looking to drive, pass it off to Richards. Richards picks up her dribble at the free throw line. Morales putting on pressure. Richards gets it back now. Right side, mid-range jumper on the way off the rim. Left side, no good. Rebound brought down by Phillip. Phillip up the floor, pitches it ahead to Lamardo. Now back to Phillip. Phillip, trail three from the left side, off the rim, no good. A rebound pulled down by Tanabe. Now we got some pressure in the backcourt. Dykstra and Tanabe go to the ground, fighting for it. It's a tie-up possession arrow favoring the Eagles. And we got a line change for Montana State, an entire fresh five coming in the game right now with some new faces and a familiar one to go with them. Taylor Chirick, Hannah Robbins, Addison Harris, Tegan Erickson, and Izzy Bunyan all entering the game. So the three freshmen, Hannah Robbins, who transferred in from New Mexico, and Izzy Bunyan, who we got to see a lot of last year in her phenomenal freshman campaign. Most notably, her performance at the Big Sky Tournament, helping will the Bobcats to a victory against Northern Colorado. We got a hold-up for some reason down on the other end, waiting to take it out from the baseline, and now we'll go. Inbounding is Cameron Morris, 5'6" junior for Chadron State. And pass deflected out of bounds. Chadron will keep it. They only got 3 seconds to get it across the timeline here, based on my math on the shot clock. Still full court press from the Bobcats. They look to get it around Harris. They do. And we got a 10-second violation. That's that Bobcat defense, one of our keys to the game, sponsored by Kendall Ford, the defensive pressure of the Bobcats. That will be the center of their identity all season long, so we'll get used to that one. Chirick will take it out from the baseline for Montana State. Again, the three freshmen, Chirick, Erickson, and Harris out on the floor, joined by Bunyan and Hannah Robbins, the transfer from New Mexico. 6:42 to go here in the first quarter, 13-0, Bobcats in the driver's seat. Chirick inbounding. Left side, Hannah Robbins puts up the jumper. It's good. It's a two-point jumper, long two for Hannah, but a wide-open look off the baseline out of bounds play, and the Bobcats lead is up to 15. Harris deflects the inbound pass, dumps it off to Chirick. Chirick goes up with it and draws the foul. Taylor Chirick with 2 free throws coming up. Addison Harris, a lot of length there defending that inbound pass, and again, this full court press of the Bobcats, it's going to be a problem for other teams all year long. Join Champs New Kids Club presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $40 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/champskidsclub. Taylor Chirick misses her first. Chirick, the freshman out of Roberts, Montana, was a big-time player in high school, scored 2,000 career points, was a state track champion in 4 different events. She is worth the price of admission. We got a lane violation called on Montana State there, so the second free throw was good but negated, taken off the board, and now Chadron State has it with 6:26 to go in the first quarter. Montana State still leading 15-0. They're going to reset the shot clock. Okay, quick stoppage in play. We're all good now. Again, we're all getting back in the swing of things here, myself included. Taking it up the floor is Jordan Stokes, a 5'6" sophomore out of Esterville, Iowa, transfer from Iowa Lakes Community College. Left side with it is Olivia Waffle. Waffle drives, pull-up jumper, free throw line is up, no good. Shutout continues for the Bobcats, but an offensive board is pulled down by Chadron State, and a foul called on Chadron. No, the foul's on Montana State. Izzy Bunyan, the official, pointed in the wrong direction. So it will not be Bobcat ball. The foul will not be on Chadron, and instead the Eagles will take it out on the baseline. It's Olivia Waffle throwing the inbound. Izzy Bunyan will guard the ball. 6:10 to go in the first quarter. Again, Montana State in the lead, 15-0. And it's stolen right away by Hannah Robbins. She steps in the passing lane, throws it ahead to the sprinting Chirick. Chirick layup off the window is good. And that's what Taylor Chirick can do, folks. In transition, getting ahead, and now she's got a steal in the backcourt, looking to dump it off to Erickson. It's lost in the shuffle, and a foul on Robbins in the backcourt as Waffle was trying to get it up ahead. So a fantastic steal and dish ahead in transition by Hannah Robbins, a fantastic assist brought to you by Aware Mental Health Services. She finds her teammate Chirick, and then gets called for a foul shortly thereafter. Chirick forcing a steal in the press, and this team plays so fast. I'm going to have a tough time keeping up with it here. I'm going to be behind quite a bit on this action. But again, turnover as she tried to dump it off to Erickson. Robbins committed a foul in transition, and now Chadron has it on the left wing. And a hand check called on Natalie Picton. That's the 4th foul, so one more till the bonus. 5:45 to play in the first quarter. Checking in for Chadron State is Tyra Erickson. Erickson will take it out on the far side. In the backcourt, pass deflected by Bunyan, pulled back down by Stokes. Stokes will get it across the timeline, guarded by Picton. Left wing, Erickson has it. Izzy pressuring that ball hard. Now on the left side, they enter it in to Peterson. Swing it across to Waffle. Waffle guarded by Bunyan. 3 on the shot clock. She gets a ball screen late, puts it up, and a good contest by Chiric. Shot no good off the rim. Bobcats can't pull down the rebound. But the pass outside is deflected and stolen by Natalie Picton, who is fouled trying to get it across half court. A blocking foul called on Tyra Erickson. That's also the 4th foul on Chadron State, so both teams on their next foul will be in the bonus. Harris will take it out from the far sideline. 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Montana State with a commanding 17-0 lead. Picton, Bunyan, Erickson, Chiric, and Harris, the 5 on the floor. Picton, of course, starting every game as a freshman last season for Montana State. Erickson on the drive, right side, puts up a floater off the window. It's no good. Chiric gets called for a foul going up for the offensive rebound. So the ball will go back to the Eagles. No, they're going to shoot 2 free throws. We are in the bonus. Alrighty, so paint a little picture for you. 5:06 to play in the first quarter. 17-0 the Bobcats lead. Chadron State with what will be their first clean look at the basket. They're 0 for 5 from the field, and stepping up to the line is Jordan Stokes. Her first one is up and no good before her second. Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. Second free throw is good from Stokes, so the shutout is no more for Montana State. They lead 17-1. 5 minutes even to play here in the first quarter. Picton on the drive, dumps it out to Izzy Bunyan. Corner 3 on the way, long no good. Rebound pulled down by Chadron. No, it's Taylor Chiric taking it out of the hands of Stokes. Chiric dumps it off to Erickson. Erickson had an open look at the rim, but before that could go up, Chiric drew a foul, and they got Taylor Chiric heading to the line for 2 free throws here in the bonus. Bobcat fans, make it down to Montana's Ribbon Chop House for Cat Chat. Here from head coaches Matt Loki and Trisha Binford, starting in January with guest student athletes every Tuesday of the conference season. Go Cats. First free throw up and good from Taylor Chiric. And a little audible on that read. There's still Cat Chats going for football season on Wednesday nights. Keaton will be there with Brent Vegan through the remainder of the football regular season. So that one's over at Buffalo Wild Wings, but this one is at Ribbon Chop once we get into basketball season. Bobcats will back off the pressure as Chiric misses the second, splits the pair, 18-1. Montana State leads. Across half court is Olivia Waffle. Waffle left wing, gets to the corner. Driving with it is Mallory Byrne. Byrne goes up with it, pass deflected and rebounded by Chadron State. Kick out, open 3 on the way for the Eagles. It's up and no good. On the attempt, that time was Jordan Stokes. Rebound pulled down by Tegan Erickson. Erickson gets it ahead to Bunyan, and Bunyan will push it up the floor for the Bobcats. Left side, she hands it off to Picton. Picton at the left wing looking for Harris. Can't find her, goes back to the corner. Bunyan feeds Harris. Harris from the low block puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Tegan Erickson, though. Erickson into traffic, gets it to Chiric, now to Picton. Picton off the shot fake, drives, dumps it off to Harris. Harris, long 2 on the way. Side rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Erickson. Erickson's going to take a dribble off her pump fake, look to hand it off to Chiric, but it's deflected by Chadron State, back into the hands of Erickson. Far corner, Natalie Picton has the ball now. Picton with 8 seconds, throws it into Erickson. Erickson pump fakes, goes up with it now off the glass, no good. Heck of an effort by Addison Harris to try and get the rebound. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Chadron State, so Montana State will get a fresh 20 on the shot clock, and inbounding is Natalie Picton from the baseline. Brooke Berry will make her way to the scores table and check into the game. Kaylee Chiric coming out for a breather. Brooke Berry, redshirt sophomore out of Billings Skyview, state champion in her senior year there. Second full season in the Bobcat blue and gold. She's also a transfer from New Mexico. Pump fake, right corner, Izzy Bunyan off the baseline inbound. It's blocked, but she gets her own rebound, and Picton off the kick out. Tries to attack off the dribble, but travels in the process, and the ball will go back the way of the Eagles. Another line change for Montana State. Barry will stay out there, but Picton, Bunyan, Erickson, and Harris will check out. So some freshmen getting their first action with the Bobcats. Morales, Martin, Dykstra and Ella Johnson back in the game for Montana State. 3.5 minutes to play in the first. 18-1, the Bobcats lead. With the rock, it's Kreis. Kreis guarded by Barry. Good ball pressure by Barry as Kreis picks up her dribble. She skips it across to the left side. Off the drive is Caden Comer. Inside, we got a post move and blocked by Ella Johnson. Here come the Cats in transition. Far side, Morales makes her defender fall, gets it back. Now she'll slow things down and pass it off to Martin. She'll clear. Short corner, Mara Dykstra one-on-one. Looks to go baseline, denied, so she'll pull it back out and skip it across. Martin, left corner three on the way, and it's good, but not going to count. Looks like she stepped on the out-of-bounds line there in that left corner. So clean look from Martin, and whether it counts or not, it's always good to see the ball go in the hoop, but those 3 points obviously would have been nice too. Left side with it. It's Kreis. Kreis back up top to Comer. Comer guarded by Morales. Working to her right hand. Right side on the wing. Morales guarding her tightly. 10 seconds on the shot clock now for Chadron. Mallory Byrne throws one up. Three-pointer no good. Barry chasing down the rebound. Gets it, but she was chasing after it and stepped out of bounds. Took a little tumble there on the baseline. And Chadron State will keep it with 1.7 seconds on the shot clock. Comer inbounding. Gets it into the post, and that shot clock's going to run out. It's a violation on Chadron State. And the Bobcats just playing a suffocating brand of defense so far in this ballgame. They lead 18-1, 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Morales in the backcourt gets a screen from Dykstra to help stifle the pressure. Up top, Mara Dykstra. Dribbles to her left, passes off to Johnson. Johnson driving left to the baseline, gets it back out to the wing, Dykstra. Dykstra looking for Martin on the post-up, gets it to her. Martin travels. They're going to say she took a hop before she put that ball on the ground. So the Bobcats struggling a little bit offensively, scoring drought over the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. They're 0 for their last 6 from the field. 3 turnovers in that stretch for Montana State offensively. Across half court is Comer. Comer guarded by Morales. Morales, good defense, gets nailed by a screen though. On the left side, here's a drive from Counts. She puts it up and is fouled on the shot. Shot no good. Excuse me, that was Kreis, not Counts. Foul called on Mara Dykstra, her first. And Kreis will head to the line for 2 free throws. Real milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. That, of course, brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Montana. Kreis, her first free throw is good. Second one on the way is good as well. And the Bobcats lead cut down to 15, 18-3. The score with 1:55 to play in the first quarter. Across the timeline, Esme Morales left side. Morales swings it over to Dykstra. Morales gets the handoff, now hands it off to Martin. Martin drives slightly to her left and gets it back to Dykstra. Dykstra one-on-one lane line drive, goes up with it, pass or shot deflected out of bounds. They're going to say it hit off the defender, then off the leg of Dykstra. Last touch by the Bobcats. It's going the other way. Right idea by Dykstra there, but that help defender came off late, disrupting her lane to the basket. Left side, Kreis has it. Left elbow now. Here's a jumper short off the net. No good, but offensive rebound pulled down by Peterson. Peterson kicks it back out. 3 on the way from Kreis is no good. Defensive rebound by Esme Morales. Morales, long pass ahead in transition. Finds Martin. Martin steps into a 3 off the glass. No good. Rebound deflected into the hands of a Chadron State player. Coming up with it is Counts. Counts to Comer. Comer up ahead to Kreis. Kreis drives middle, puts it up over Dykstra. No, she dumps it off to her teammate. Had an obstructive view that time. Shayla Powers ended up with it, going up for the shot and knocking it in for 2. 18-5 the score now as Montana State leads. And we got Kreis shaken up on the play, but she's up and moving now and good. Looked like maybe she landed on her shoulder, but she is all right. Bobcats with the ball back now, 18-5. They trail again. A nice find by Kreis to her teammate Shayla Powers for the bucket. Now in the game is Comer for Montana State. Looks like Tanabe just checked in as well. Morales going to her right off a ball screen. Is going to pull it back out. Still dribbling. High post entry to Dykstra. Dykstra turns, faces, shot fake on the drive to her right, is fouled on the floor, but we are in the bonus, and Dykstra will head to the line for 2 shots. Dykstra, 75% shooter at the charity stripe last season as she steps up. DoorTech is serving all your garage door needs. DoorTech, raising the door on quality. Free throw up from Mara. It's good, nothing but net. Again, Dykstra coming off a monster season as a sophomore. Last year averaging 11 points and 5.7 rebounds. A second-team All-Big Sky selection. Some massive games down the stretch. She knocks it down, including a career high at Eastern Washington with some big shots late in that game. Preseason All-Conference selection this year. Had a great summer and looking to do big things in her 3rd campaign in the blue and gold. Up top with it is Powers for Chadron State. And Tanabe looking to drive, foul called on Brooke Berry. Some body contact, I guess. Berry, good job there defending, showing her hands, but a little bit of a hip check. And back in the game is Mackenzie Peterson. 6'2" junior from Winnemucca, Nevada. Transfer from Dawson Community College over in Glendive. Free throw up from Tanabe is good. She'll shoot one more, but before that, at First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our team. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. Second free throw, no good. Johnson goes up and high points that rebound. Ahead, she gets it to Martin, but Martin doesn't see numbers in transition and will kick it back to Morales. 21 on the shot clock, 23 on the game clock here in the first quarter. Bobcats can play for a late shot here. And one of the big reasons a player like Esme Morales is so valuable, she's the type of player you can get the ball in her hands at the end of the quarter and she can make some magic happen. Morales gets a ball screen, drives in, a little hezzy off the window, it's good. Tough move to the rim by Morales. 22-6, the Bobcats lead, and that'll do it here in the first quarter. Montana State well ahead of Chadron State, 22-6 here in the season opener in the Brick. We'll go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, second quarter action here at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University in the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
It's easy not to think about food security when there's food on the table, but right now, 1 out of 10 Montanans is hungry.
When families don't have adequate access to nutritious food, that takes a very real toll on people's health.
This is why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana partners with Montana Food Bank Network.
Our interest at Blue Cross is we want the state, whether they're a member or not, to have adequate supply, access, composition of the food that they're able to get.
Learn more at bigblueskyinitiativemt.com.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Bobcat fans, celebrate the blue and gold all season at the Golden Arches with McDonald's new Game Day Bundle. Score big with your crew and pick up a cheeseburger pack with 2 classic cheeseburgers, a satisfying 20-piece McNuggets, and 2 orders of the crispy medium fries you love. All for just $14.99 and only on the app. It's the guaranteed win for your home team. Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's, valid through the 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here. First Interstate Bank broadcast position at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse as Montana State leads 22-6 with 1 quarter of this 2024-25 campaign in the books. And Esmeralda Morales leading the way with 6 points. And Esme, it's good to have you here. Morales working right to left. Gets a ball screen from Dykstra. Going downhill to her left. She's going to hezzy. Drive to the hoop. Off the window. No good. Rebound deflected out of bounds. Looked like it was last touched by Chadron, but the referee sure has a better angle than I do from the other end of the gym, so I'll let it slide. Eagles inbounding. And Dylan Phillip drawing a foul. Nice ball pressure, trying to deny that entry pass and making counts with a small shove. Phillip goes to the ground, and that's going to give the ball back to Montana State with a baseline out of bounds play to come. And Dylan Phillip, it cannot go unnoticed the type of energy she brings on the defensive end of the floor, and she was missed last season, and it's really good to have her back. Right side in the corner, Addison Harris, shot fake, drives, dumps it off to Morales. Morales kicks it out, Dykstra, right side on the slot, throws a high-low into Harris. Harris posts up, goes up with a turnaround, no good. Rebound, bounces around. We got a tie-up. Dylan Phillip and Morales were battling for it with a Shayla Powers. Arrow favors the Eagles, so they'll take it out. And Bobcats, again, playing some full-court man defense, looking to deny that entry pass. Chadron on a press break. Phillip will pick up in the backcourt with the ball as Counts. Counts gets it over to Richards. Richards, Morales comes off to double, knocks it loose, but Richards comes up with it and throws it inside. Counts kicks it back out to Richards. Richards back inside to Counts. Counts going to work on the low block with Dykstra. Chirick helps off. She passes it off to Powers. Powers with a nice move to the left side from the elbow and gets a layup to go. Morales wasting no time in transition. Gets it up ahead to Chirick. Chirick goes up with it off the window. That's no good. Rebound Harris off the glass and one. Addison Harris, her first bucket as a Bobcat, and that's going to come with an extra free throw to go with it. Addison Harris, 4A state champion in the state of Washington from Camas High School. And she is a winner, I'll tell you. 1,000-point scorer, GSHL 4A Player of the Year last season, and now making her Bobcat debut and getting her first bucket with a bang. Free throw for Harris up on the way is good. And Chadron will take it out from the baseline if someone will go pick up the ball. Now we got it. Okay. Inbounding is Waffle. Bobcats continuing with the full court pressure. Erickson will look to get it across. She throws it up ahead to Waffle, now Tanabe. Tanabe to the left side. Erickson has it. Into the corner, drive from Powers. Powers throws it out of bounds. Last touch, they're going to say, off a Bobcat defender. Couldn't see who got a hand on that one, but Chadron will keep it with 11 on the shot clock. 8:46 to play in the second quarter. Montana State leading 25-8. Inbounding is Erickson. Throws it long. With it out top now is Waffle. Back to Tanabe. 7 on the shot clock. Tanabe guarded tightly by Morales out on the perimeter. Works it right side to Waffle. Here comes a late ball screen. It's slipped and thrown out of bounds. No, it's saved, but right into the hands of Dykstra before that shot clock buzzer could go off. And Dykstra will push it up the floor. Morales left wing now, hands off to Phillip. Phillip back to Morales in the corner. Inside she finds Harris. Harris, no look pass to Dykstra. Off the glass, no good, but a foul called. Oh, man. Some of the flashes early on in this ball game. A lot of excitement around this Bobcat team, and if you're at home listening, this is why. What's happening tonight is why people are excited about this Bobcat team. Mara Dykstra catching the no-look pass from Addison Harris, and a lot of you haven't seen Addison Harris play, but you're going to learn to love her. Free throw on the way from Dykstra is up and good. Bobcats now lead 26-8 before her next one. Interwest Moving Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. Here's Dykstra looking for her second. It's up and it's down. 27-8. Montana State with a resounding 19-point lead. Dykstra will check out, and in comes Tegan Erickson. Tegan Erickson, widely known across the state of Montana last year in high school as the girl who can dunk. Maybe we'll see that at some point. Addison Harris deflects a pass in the press. Erickson gets the steal, throws it into Harris. Harris' shot is blocked. Harris at the low block, gets her own rebound, goes up with it now to her right, and draws the foul. Addie Harris will go to the line once again. Harris with 3 points, of course, getting them the old-fashioned way on her last bucket. Now looking to add 2 more at the line. At Montana's Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. Harris's first free throw is up and good. She'll step up to the line for one more. Here's her second. And it rolls in. 29-8 now. 21-point lead for Montana State. 8:13 to play here in the first half. Full court press once again from the Bobcats. Cameron Morris gets it across half court. Bobcats trap it, and it's dribbled out of bounds. The speed of Taylor Chiric to cut off the dribbler as Morris tried to find some sort of angle, and Chiric came over, helped off, and just gunned her down. Impressive move that time by Taylor Chiric. Chiric across the timeline. Up top, Erickson. She's going to work downhill to her right. Turns into a fadeaway. It's up, no good. Rebound brought down by Tanabe. Tanabe gets out of traffic, and she'll run the floor. Throws it up ahead. Pass deflected by Dylan Phillip. Out of bounds, and they're going to say it was Bobcat ball, but one of the officials comes over to help out. It was off the hand of Dylan Phillip, and good things happen when you sprint ahead, or sprint behind in transition as a defender, and Dylan Phillip, a prime example there, showing some brilliant effort. Up top, Tanabe looking to drive on Chiric, kicks it out, shot fake, mid-range pull-up from Morris is no good. Rebound on the weak side, pulled down by Phillip. Phillip up ahead in transition. Bunyan's going to step through to her left and lose the ball. A lot of contact there as Harris can't come down with the deflection, and now Chadron has it. Up the floor, Powers running full head of steam, puts it up and draws the foul. Shot no good, but Powers will head to the line for 2 free throws. Shayla Powers, last season once again an RMAC all-second team selection, 67% free throw shooter last season as a junior, now in her senior year out of Longmont, Colorado. Looking to put together another all-conference campaign. Scored 12.2 points per game last season. Power steps up to the line. Rocky Mountain Credit Union has been supporting Bobcat wins for over 75 years by Members' Choice. This financial institution is not federally insured. Each account is insured up to $250,000. First one good from Powers. 29-9, an even 20-point lead for the Bobcats. 7:24 to play here in the first half. Free throw up, and it's good. 29-10 now. Substitution for Chadron State re-entering the game is Megan Counts. And Addison Harris will take it out from the baseline. Looks like a full court press on the way from Chadron State. Dylan Phillip will break it quickly and push it up the floor. She is lightning quick. She's going to go right to the basket, put it up, and good. Dylan Phillip. I cannot stress how good it is to have her back on this team playing minutes for Montana State. She gets a steal right away in the press, can't finish the layup, and now we got a rebound pulled down by Chadron. Morris comes up with it. She'll get it over to Tanabe. Tanabe up top. Left wing. Byrne has it. Mallory Byrne, freshman from Arvada, Colorado. And we got out of bounds. Last touch by Chadron. It was thrown long, deflected by the Bobcats, and before it could go out of bounds, Tegan Erickson jumps out and throws it off a Chadron defender. We're going the other way. Tegan Erickson, she is quite the athlete. Again, known around Montana last season as the girl who can dunk. Now taking her talents to Montana State and looking to make a splash in her freshman campaign. Picton looking to break the pressure. She does. She's going to enter it over to Tegan Erickson on the right side. Tegan working to a handoff with Robbins. Sets a screen for Robbins. Picks up her dribble at the elbow. Looks to throw it into Erickson, and we got a foul. A little too aggressive there, trying to deflect. The pass was Megan Counts. A good seal by Erickson. Counts trying to get around, just pulled that arm down. And are we in the bonus? Yes, we are. Alrighty. Tegan Erickson with 2 free throws coming, looking to get her first points as a Bobcat. First one is up, and good. Barely even hit the net. It was straight through. Tegan Erickson, welcome to Montana State. Second free throw to come. Couple bounces from Erickson. It's up and good. So her first 2 points as a Bobcat come by way of the free throw line. 6.5 minutes to play. Montana State leads 33-10. Cross half court with the ball, Stokes. Stokes to the left side, Tanabe. Tanabe guarded by Picton. Nice ball pressure by Natalie Picton. not letting her go where she wants to. She's going to pivot back, put up a floater, and get a friendly roll off the front of the rim, bouncing home off the glass. Erickson to take the ball out. She gets it to Picton, and Picton will have a free lane up the floor. She's going to drive right downhill, put it up off the glass. It's good. Friendly roll off the front of the rim. Nice touch around the rim by Natalie Picton, the sophomore guard out of Welland, Ontario. Year 2 for her in the blue and gold. 5:52 to go in the second quarter. Left side, Stokes picks up her dribble, works it up top, counts. Looking inside, hard front by Ella Johnson. She goes up and steals that pass right away. In transition, she's pushing. Picton kicks it out, trail 3 on the way from Robbins. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Chadron State. Tanabe working up the floor. That was Megan Counts on the board that time. Tanabe, left side. On the move is Stokes. Eagles swing it around. Up top, Powers. Powers guarded by Robbins. She's going to hand it off left side. Hard ice by Hannah Robbins on the handoff. They're going to work it. Deflection by Robbins. It's stolen away by Izzy Bunyan. Bunyan throws it up ahead. Bounce pass to Robbins. Layup off the window, and that's good for 2. Hannah Robbins with her first 2 points as a Bobcat now. A night of first here in the Brick. Most importantly, the first time we get to see this 2024-25 Montana State basketball team. I don't know about y'all, but I'm having fun already. 37-12 the score. We got a media timeout. We'll take a break and be back here shortly from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Daniel Salle back here. First Interstate Bank broadcast position 37-12. Montana State in the lead. 5 minutes even to play here in the first half. And it's been quite the show for the fans in the Brick. And it's the Bobcat defense bringing the spark tonight. 18 turnovers forced by the Bobcats so far in this game. Montana State with 29 shot attempts to just 15 for Chadron. Eagles will take it out from the baseline out of the break and work it across the timeline. With the ball, number 10, Olivia Waffle. And it's stolen away by Izzy Bunyan, and she's fouled. Foul called on Powers, and Chadron well in the bonus. Izzy Bunyan will head to the line, and the Bobcats playing a very attack-minded brand of basketball, to take the words from Coach Ben. She uses that one quite a bit, but very attack-minded brand of basketball. And Bunyan's free throws here will be their 16th and 17th free throw attempt of the game so far, with 4:50 to play in the first half. Bunyan makes her first. A couple more bounces from Izzy Bunyan. Second one on the way. It's up and good. And Bunyan shooting 75% from the line last year as a freshman. Off to a good start with an even 2 for 2 here so far. Chadron State working it up the timeline. It's Counts. Correction, Comer. Let me get these names right at some point. Far side. Byrne has it. Powers up to Comer. Now near side Stokes. Stokes started by Barry. Looking to take her left. Kicks it out. We got a pump fake, drive, pull-up jumper on the way from Waffle. No good. Rebound. Weak side is going to Dykstra. Dykstra throws it long ahead to Picton. Picton left wing, skips it over to Johnson. Johnson right wing, dumps it in to Barry. Barry goes up with it from the low block and draws the foul. Brooke Barry, the redshirt sophomore out of Billings Skyview, will head to the free throw line for 2 more shots. A lot of time at the free throw line in this first half for Montana State. Town Pump is a proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. Barry's first free throw is up and good. Last season, Barry was a 77.8% shooter at the stripe. Barry will shoot one more. It's up and good. Friendly roll off the side of the rim and down for Brooke Barry. Eagles will take it out from the baseline. More full court pressure from Montana State. And Comer gets it. She's going to break the press quickly and get it to the left side of the floor. Guarded by Dykstra. Skip pass near side. And we got a travel. Stokes swung it over to Erickson. Erickson tried to shot fake and put the ball on the ground, but happy feet before she could put the ball down, and it's going back to Montana State. 20 turnovers forced now by the Bobcat defense as Picton gets it up ahead to Dykstra. Dykstra left slot gets over to Bunyan. Bunyan pump fakes from the three-point line. Back up top to Dykstra. Dykstra working slowly to her right, fakes the handoff to Picton, crosses over to her left, posts up at the elbow, tries to step through, and it's deflected right into the hands of Picton. Picton right back to Dykstra. Her runner's no good. Rebound pulled down by Ella Johnson. Kick out, trail 3. Bunyan, you betcha! Izzy Bunyan, her first 3 of the season. Second of the ball game for the Bobcats. Second 3 of the game, of course, and those 3s and all 3s this season are sponsored by Wendy's. Left side. We got a handoff, hard ice by Natalie Picton. It's deflected by Johnson and stolen away by Montana State. Long pass up ahead to Bunyan. Bunyan with a layup off the glass, and that one's good. Quick 5 points for Izzy Bunyan. Of course, the 3, and I'm not sure I've ever seen someone miss a kick-out 3 off an offensive rebound, and looks like we got another turnover forced by Montana State. More full-court pressure and mishandled by the Eagles. Lost out of bounds. So the Bobcats get it back. 3:18 to play in the second quarter, 46-12. Bobcats in the lead. Inbounding is Picton. Picton looking to go long, finds Martin, open 3, off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Harris. Harris takes a dribble and loses it out of bounds. Was it deflected? No. Nope, just a turnover, and Chadron will get the ball right back. Chadron looking to break the press. It's Kylie Kreis. Kreis guarded by Picton. Looking to go right. Throws it long ahead over the head of Bunyan. And with the ball, Stokes. Stokes up top, Tanabe. Tanabe swings it left side. Kreis calling for a ball screen at the left wing. Hard ice by Harris. She can't get around it. Cuts back to her left off the reject. Picks up her dribble. Short corner. Kicks it up top on the skip pass to Tanabe. Looking inside. 3-quarter front by Harris. She gets a deflection and wants to steal, but a foul called on the entry pass. Not so sure there, but I'll live with it. And Chadron will inbound from the baseline. Tanabe. That's just 2 fouls in the second quarter called on Montana State. Powers pump fakes from the free throw line, drives to her left, spins back to her right. Floater is up and good. 46-14 Cats lead, 2.5 minutes left in the half. Picton hands off to Martin, right side. Now up top. Harris to Bunyan. Bunyan gets a ball screen from Harris and a foul called, hand check. That's on Stokes. And we got Bunyan heading to the line for 2 more free throws. Izzy Bunyan, the sophomore out of Tanarefile, Wales. 7 points in her first game of her sophomore campaign. And I know her dad John's in the house tonight. Normally a listener on the radio. It is his birthday today. So happy birthday to John. I'll have to make sure to extend my wishes after the game when I see him. Bunyan's first free throw up and good. One more on the way. Off the rim, no good rebound. Pulled down by Chadron State. Pushing in transition is Kreis. Kreis over to her right. Cut off by Johnson. Looking to go left. Now crosses back to her right. Picks up her dribble after the deflection. Swings it to Stokes. Stokes guarded by Morales. 2:12 to go in the half. 12 on the shot clock for the Eagles. Stokes looking to get in the post. Hard front by Morales after the switch. Pass is deflected by Johnson, but Chadron gets it back. They get it down to Powers after a bit of a scramble by the Bobcats, and it's 2 points for Shayla Powers. Bunyan in transition, pushing the pace, kicks it out to the right corner. Martin, Hezzy, drive, right side, goes up with it, and draws the foul. We got KJ Martin heading to the line after bowling over Addie Harris, her own teammate. Those two share a laugh as KJ helps Addie up, and we got Martin going to the line for 2. Bunyan will check out, Phillip will check in, and KJ, again, the all Big Sky defensive selection. Wasn't too shabby on the offensive end of the floor either last season, averaging 11 points per game. But she's someone, like I said earlier, has become a mainstay in this program, and I think we were all excited when she gave us the news that she'd be returning for an extra year. Of course, granted another year of eligibility due to the COVID year. That is slowly coming to an end in college basketball, something we've seen become very prominent over the last few seasons. Martin's first one is good. Her second one on the way. Rolls off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Mackenzie Peterson. Stokes looking to break the press. She does. Martin guarding her tightly, and we got a wide open shooter left in the corner. It's up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Phillip. Morales in transition throws the lob into Johnson. Back out to Morales. She pump fakes on the 3 and a travel call. Morales, there's a lot of contact there, and I think she kind of got bumped, and that's what caused her to travel. But I'll leave that conversation between Coach Ben and the folks in stripes here tonight. In the backcourt, Tanabe has it. Left side. With it is Stokes. Stokes looking to get around Morales. Can't go anywhere. Kicks it to the corner, and a traveling violation called. And was that a bit of a makeup call? Who's to say? I didn't see much of a travel there, but we're going to let it continue on as the Bobcats lead 48-16 with 1:20 to go in the first half. That was Stokes on the travel that time. Morales working up the floor. Calling for a screen to break the pressure. She's going to drive, put up a runner. It's good. Esme Morales, my goodness. And she's just scratching the surface. We saw just exactly what she can be capable of at the 2023 Big Sky Tournament as Portland State upset the Bobcats in their first game in Boise. Morales led the game with 28 points. That's the type of player she is. And she can score it at all 3 levels, so don't get worried. If they run her off the 3-point line, that's fine. She'll take you to the rim. She'll pull up at the elbow. She can do it all. 50-16. Bobcats in the lead, 48 seconds in the half. Here's a drive from, is it Byrne, I believe? Blocked. Yep, it was Byrne, but a foul on the floor on Addison Harris. 4th foul on the Bobcats here in the quarter, so no bonus quite yet. See if they can make it to the quarter without getting there. Tanabe inbounding. Finds a cutter, but it's deflected and stolen by KJ Martin. Martin throws it long ahead to Dylan Phillip, who's running lightning fast ahead of the pack. Gets the catch, puts it up, and it's good for 2. Coach Ben said on the pregame interview, a lot of turnovers forced by the defense last season, but with the injuries, not a lot of depth. Hard to push the pace when you're protecting bodies, but now this Bobcat team, as deep as it's been in quite some time, and that's what they're capable of. Pressure the ball all game and score, capitalize, score in transition off those turnovers. That's the goal here. Stokes swings it up top to Morris. Morris drives, and a traveling violation called on Byrne. Mallory Byrne, again a 6'1 freshman out of Arvada, Colorado. Mara Dykstra will check back in. 11 seconds to go in the second quarter. Again, Esme Morales, someone who's typically good in end-of-quarter situations. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the ball in her hands here. Morales, right side, just her and Dykstra on an island. She's going to get to the line. No look pass, bounce pass to Dykstra. It's up and good for 2. And did I mention she might be the best passer in the Big Sky Conference? At the half, Montana stayed in the lead 54-16, and Esme Morales stopping at the dime right there at the free throw line. Little bounce pass around her defender. Dykstra with the easy layup. Don't try and double her out of a ball screen because she's going to pass her way right around it like she did there. 54-16, the Bobcats in the driver's seat. All Montana State here in the season opener of the 2024-25 campaign. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Montana State halftime show. We'll take a look at some stats, take a look at the First Interstate out-of-town scoreboard, and go over some different scores around the Big Sky this season. Take a look at how Troy did today, who the Bobcats will play next. We'll also hear from Sonny Smallwood, the associate head coach of Montana State. All that coming up next from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. This is Montana State basketball from Learfield.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
It's time for a wellness tip from Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org.
Bobcat fans, celebrate the blue and gold all season at the Golden Arches with McDonald's new Game Day Bundle. Score big with your crew and pick up a cheeseburger pack with 2 classic cheeseburgers, a satisfying 20-piece McNuggets, and 2 orders of the crispy medium fries you love. All for just $14.99 and only on the app. It's the guaranteed win for your home team. Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's valid through the 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, bringing you the Montana State halftime show from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position inside the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. And in the season opener, Montana State in the lead, 54-16 at the half. And just a job well done in the first half by Montana State. We're going to get into that in a second. But first, a legal ID. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Bobcat basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
All righty, folks. Like I said, at the half, it's 54-16. Bobcats in their season opener holding serve right now as they close the half on a 21-4 run over the last 6 minutes of the second quarter. It was all Bobcats, and the highlight of the first half, again, something we talked about in our Keys to the Game, sponsored by Kendall Ford, is the defensive pressure. And Cats delivered. They forced 25 turnovers, which is really unbelievable for a half of basketball. But again, this is the type of pressure that the Bobcats want to apply all season. Are they going to force 25 points and a half again? I don't know. That's not something that happens very often. So we're going to take advantage and get excited about it when we can. This is what the Bobcats do defensively. This is what they do. They want to bring that pressure, and it should be a fun second half to follow. Again, a lot of Bobcats making their MSU debuts tonight. Esme Morales, the transfer from Portland State, 4 of 6 from the field, 8 points to show in 11 minutes, 3 rebounds for her, 2 assists and 1 turnover, the full stat line. Again, Tegan Erickson and Addison Harris, as well as Taylor Chirick, all making their Bobcat debuts tonight. Hannah Robbins, too, the transfer from New Mexico. Robbins has 4, Chirick has 3, Harris with 5, and Erickson with 2. Other Bobcats up in the scoring column, Mara Dykstra with 8, Izzy Bunyan with 8 off the bench as well. The Bobcats 2 for 9 from the three-point line. Those 2 3-pointers sponsored by Wendy's. That was another thing we talked about in our Keys to the Game, sponsored by Kendall Ford, was the three-point shooting of the Bobcats. It was, again, a weakness last season for them, and something that they really need to unlock as this season goes on to really add another dimension to their offensive attack. And the addition of Esme Morales, the addition of Hannah Robbins are really going to help with that. And you also add Dylan Phillip back to the rotation and the return of KJ Martin. I mean, this is going to be a team that should be able to shoot the 3-ball pretty well, but tonight struggling a little bit early. Again, 2 for 9 in the first half. Chadron State 5 of 19 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 25 turnovers to show. But the Bobcats up in the rebounding battle, 21-16 in this game. I know that's a point of emphasis for Coach Binford this season, as well as winning the glass. And the Bobcats right now with 9 assists to 9 turnovers. So you got an even ATO there. You don't really want that. So something to clean up in the second half, but 9 assists on 17 made baskets. A lot of run-aheads in transition with no assists needed for buckets in the first half for Montana State. That's some added contact. And then you got some of these players who can take it off the bounce and get it to the rim one-on-one. So that number will fluctuate during the season, and see a lot of different outcomes for Montana State in the assist column. But those assists brought to you by Aware Mental Health Services tonight and all season long. We're going to go ahead and take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have more halftime coverage here from the Brick, First Interstate Bank broadcast position, as the Bobcats lead 54-16. We'll get you some more scores from around the Big Sky and around the country, as well as have a brief chat with Sonny Smallwood, the associate head coach of Montana State. You're listening to the Montana State Halftime Show from Learfield.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com. From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here in the First Interstate Bank broadcast edition, bringing you the Montana State halftime show, 54-16. Montana State leading Chadron State at the break in their season opener here at the Brick. And now joining me on the halftime show is Sonny Smallwood, the associate head coach. And Sonny, it is great to have you back.
Thanks. Great to be back. Thank you.
Well, Coach, a pretty convincing lead early on here, 54-16, and the defense really came out and set the tone. I know that's the area of the side of the ball, I should say, that you oversee. Talk about your thoughts on the ball pressure and the turnovers, 25 of them forced in the first half.
Yeah, I thought we did a really good job with our ball pressure. We were very confident. We did a good job of supporting each other as well, whether they were attacking or if it was just, on passes. Really proud of them, and it seemed like it just kept coming. Everybody that subbed in did a good job.
And in the pregame show when I was talking to Coach Ben, she talked about the ability to force turnovers that was there last year, but with the injuries and having to protect, it was a little harder to get out and run because you couldn't play as deep. Talk about the depth. Obviously 12 people playing in the first half. How much does that help from a defensive standpoint?
Oh yeah, that's the difference in being able to play a full court defensive game and not. And we went into it, of course we want to make sure we're us in these early games and just not showing any mercy. And of course we're not going to press this whole game or anything, but we wanted to make sure that our team understands no mercy, no matter who your opponent is, so that as we continue through this season, they understand the standard.
Well, another area of this program that you oversee is recruiting, and we got 5 newcomers who have all stepped out there tonight and made a difference. How much fun has it been seeing these 5 newcomers in their first counted game, I should say, in the blue and gold? Oh, my goodness. It's so fun. You watch them, as they're going through high school and everything, and to see them come out here and do what they're doing in their high schools is just really fun. And then to add them to our returners, who is just a tremendous group, and that's not even to mention the 2 that will be coming back soon with us. So, our depth is just going to get better and better, and I can't be more grateful and thankful for what's happening in our program right now. Well, Sonny, as always, it's been a treat. I'm glad you actually remembered to come out too, so I don't have to hold any grudges. But thanks as always, and we'll see you after the game. Thanks, Daniel. That was Sonny Smallwood, the associate head coach of the Bobcats, the recruiting coordinator, the defensive coordinator, 2 areas of this program that have been shining as of late. A couple minutes to go before we get into the second half, so we'll go ahead and take a timeout and give you some First Interstate Bank out-of-town scores when we come back, along with some second half action here from the Brick in the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Have you missed the familiar sounds of a Montana State basketball game? The squeaking of sneakers? Or the fans cheering? You know you want to be there. You know you need to be there. Conoco is here to get you there. So jump in your car, fill up at Conoco, and be part of the winning experience. Don't forget to download and use the My Conoco app to save. Conoco. Choose Go. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, But we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Bobcat fans, celebrate the blue and gold all season at the Golden Arches with McDonald's new Game Day Bundle. Score big with your crew and pick up a cheeseburger pack with 2 classic cheeseburgers, a satisfying 20-piece McNuggets, and 2 orders of the crispy medium fries you love. All for just $14.99 and only on the app. It's the guaranteed win for your home team. Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's valid through the 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Daniel Salle back here. First Interstate Bank broadcast position coming out for the third quarter. Montana State in the lead in their season opener, 54-16. Some other scores from around the Big Sky on our First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard. Currently going on, Idaho State up 49-18 over NAIA Arizona Christian. Sacramento State up 29-13 over Jessup University. NAU, the preseason pick to win the league, 80-78. They win over New Mexico in the pit today. And Troy, who Montana State will host Thursday night, they lost 80-78 at Buffalo tonight. It's Bobcat ball going left to right out of the break. High post, Ella Johnson kicks it out. Esme Morales, 3 left side, it's good. Esme Morales with the stroke that time, 57-16. The Bobcats lead. Nice bucket out of the halftime. 9:30 to go in the third quarter. Up the floor with the ball is Kreis. Now left side, it's Tanabe. Stokes with it, right wing. Looking to move it. Tanabe has it again. Into the high post. Ella Johnson defending one-on-one. Phillips going to help off. We got a kick out 3 for Stokes from the left corner. Pass out from Powers. Shot no good. Offensive rebound saved from going out of bounds by Chadron. Pass deflected off of Mara Dykstra and out of bounds. Eagles will keep it with 17 on the shot clock on the near sideline in front of their bench. Eagles going right to left in their, I guess, Cardinal uniforms, probably the best color to describe it. Up top, Stokes has it. Left side. Counts, moves it over to Kreis. 3 from the right wing as the shot clock expires is no good. Martin gets the rebound. She'll push it up the floor right side. Looking down the lane line, can't find Dykstra. Instead, she's going to weave to her left. Pivot, dump it off to Dykstra. Dykstra goes up with it, no good. A lot of contact there, and the rebound is deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Montana State. Oh no, a foul called on Dylan Phillip on the rebound. All righty. Good opportunity there for the Bobcats. Thought KJ would go up with that one off the pivot, but instead she finds Dykstra, and clean look doesn't fall. Stokes working up the floor, and she's picked by Esme Morales. Morales over the head pass. Martin off the glass. It's good. It's showtime here in the brick for Esme Morales as the Bobcats lead goes to 59-16. And how about that assist by Morales, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Across the timeline, Stokes to Tanabe. Right side. Kreis up top to Counts. Now Erickson with it. She hands off to Tanabe. Tanabe back to Kreis. Kreis cut off by Ella Johnson on the right side of the floor. Gets it back to Counts. Counts tries to throw one up at the end of the shot clock. It goes right in the hands of Esme Morales. Full court heave like Patrick Mahomes. She finds Dykstra. Dykstra's shot up no good. and it's rebounded by Chadron State. Man, what a launch there by Esme Morales, but the bucket does not fall. Here's a drive, baseline, off the glass, it's good. Kylie Kreis there with an open layup. Nobody coming over from the help side from the Bobcats. Right corner, Ella Johnson up to Martin, Morales to Dykstra, back to Morales. 3 from the top, it's nothing but net. Esme Morales with another one. She is putting on a show early on in this second half. Morales now with 14 points on 6 of 8 shooting. In the full court, Ella Johnson gets a hand on the ball, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles. Dykstra checks out, Morales checks out, Martin checks out, and Johnson checks out. Looks like we got a full line change. Hannah Robbins is going to check in as well. All right, so 5 on the floor. Dylan Phillip comes out as well. So the 5 on the floor will be Chiric, Bunyan, Robbins, Erickson, and Harris. So the 3 freshmen, Hannah Robbins, the transfer from New Mexico, and Izzy Bunyan, the sophomore. And we got a deflection and a steal from Taylor Chiric in transition. Long pass ahead. Chiric finds Bunyan slashing baseline, but the pass was a little long that time and took Bunyan out of bounds. Turnover by Montana State. They're looking to push that ball ahead. There's no doubt about it. 6:49 in the third, 62-18. Bobcats lead. Up the floor, Stokes finds her teammate Byrne. Byrne puts up a 3 wide open in transition. It's up and good. Bobcats, tough time matching there in transition. Long pass ahead, burns them, and it's now 62-21. Chiric out top. Enters it to the high post. Harris back to Chiric, left side, now into Erickson at the low post. She's going to spin to her left. Baby hook with the left hand is up, no good. board, weak side, Harris. Harris goes back up with it, that's no good. Gets another rebound and puts it up. Addie Harris will not give up. She finds the glass and the bottom of the net for 2 points. And we got an offensive foul. Harris trying to get position on the defensive end in transition, and she was shoved to the ground by Mackenzie Peterson. Again, Peterson, a 6'2 junior out of Winnemucca, Nevada. Got to Chadron State by way of Dawson Community College in Glendive. So stop in Montana on her basketball journey. Right side, Harris hands it off to Bunyan. Bunyan drives to her left and has the ball taken away by Stokes. Stokes pressured in the backcourt by Chiric and Erickson. Gets it out of traffic and up ahead to Byrne. Byrne throws it long, looking for Comer, and goes out of bounds right into the hands of head coach Travis Brewster. He'll toss it back to the ref, and the Bobcats get it once again, going the other way. Chiric in the backcourt. Harris inbounds it to her. Comer's going to pick her up 94 feet. Ball screen in the backcourt by Addison. Chiric jumping pass to Erickson. Erickson goes right up with it. Shot is blocked, and it's rebounded by Chadron. Up the left side now is Byrne. Byrne finds her teammate Peterson. Peterson guarded by Chiric out at the top. Left side. Byrne has it at the left wing, and a timeout is called by Chadron State. 5.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Bobcats lead 64-21. That'll be a media timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it as well. 64-21. The Bobcats putting on a show here in the Brick. Daniel Salle, First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. We'll be back with more third quarter action. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. it means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats!
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 5.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Montana State with a commanding 64-21 lead. Inbounding from the near sideline is Kylie Kreis. And she gets it in to Stokes. Stokes working up top, guarded by Hannah Robbins. Shot clock down under 15 now. There was a timeout called by Chadron that led to the media timeout. See what Coach Brewster has drawn up. They get it into the low block, kick back out. 3 on the way from Byrne. It's blocked by Izzy Bunyan. Here comes Bunyan in transition. She throws it up ahead to Taylor Chiric. Chiric through traffic, off the glass. It's no good. O-board pulled down by Erickson, and she draws a foul, looking to go back up with it. Bobcats, they're going to say the foul's on the floor, so the Bobcats will take it out from the baseline. You know, Erickson definitely wasn't trying to shoot it, but was in an upward motion to pass, so I wasn't sure how they would call that. Chiric inbounds to Robbins. Robbins pump fake, goes up with a mid-range J. It's good. Hannah Robbins with the bucket. 66-21. The Bobcats keep pouring it on. Robbins now with 4 points on 2 of 3 shooting. A couple of middies for her tonight. Welcome to Bozeman, Hannah Robbins. Here's a drive and kick out. Tanabe pump fakes from the three-point line, steps in for a 2 off the rim. That's no good. Nobody there to get the rebound. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Chiric, who tried to run it down. And now we're going to go right to another media timeout. So 66-21 the score. 4:41 to go in the third. Second media timeout here of the third quarter. So we'll go ahead and take it. More third quarter action when we come back. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Bryant, whatever it takes. Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time. Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces. And NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
Back for the break, Daniel Salle here. First Interstate Bank broadcast edition, 66-21. The Bobcats in the lead right now over Chadron State. Some other scores on the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard. Again, 80-78. Buffalo gets the win over Troy, and Eastern Washington in their season opener loses by 83-82 to Washington State. Northern Colorado with a 2-point win, 66-64 over Concordia, Nebraska, as there's a travel called on Christ right out of the break. Bobcats will get it back. Like I said earlier, Northern Arizona won 80-78 at New Mexico. That was a buzzer beater by Sophie Glancy, and Weber State with a 94-41 win over Park University Gilbert. Addison Harris, right side at the elbow, picks up her dribble, gets it to Bunyan. Bunyan looking to go downhill, picks up her dribble, and gets it to Robbins. Robbins, low post, looks to dump it down, but Teagan was cutting off of it, and it's thrown away to the other team as Chadron comes up with it. Tanabe in transition after the steal, guarded by Chiric. She'll bounce it at the top, pick up her dribble, a swing left side. Kreis calls for a ball screen. She drives, puts it up, blocked by Erickson, but a foul called on the shot. That's Erickson's first personal foul. Second on the Bobcats here in the third quarter. 3:56 to go in the third period. 66-21, the Bobcats lead. First free throw from Kreis, up and good before her second. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail. With a patient experience that's second to none, experienced doctors and advanced technology, Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. Second free throw good. 66-23 the score. Chiric takes it coast to coast off the inbound, goes right up with it at the rim, and it's good for two. Finishing in traffic. An impressive look that time by Taylor Chiric at the rim. Up the floor, here comes Stokes. Stokes gets it across, passed off to Tanabe, who's guarded by Chiric in the half court. Left side, Kreis looking to drive. Bunyan switches on and deflects the pass back to the left. Bunyan in transition off the steal finds Robbins with the long pass ahead. Robbins goes up with it. A lot of contact there. No foul called, and now a jump ball. Picton will check in. Bunyan getting a rest. Ella Johnson will check in and get Teagan Erickson out of the game. Looked like Teagan took a hard fall on that one. In some pain as she comes off the floor. Hannah Blair, the athletic trainer for the Bobcats, will take a look at her on the bench. Up the floor, it's Kreis. Eagles had the arrow that time. Tanabe, guarded by Chiric. Can't go anywhere. Chiric deflects it, but Tanabe gets it back and passes off to Stokes. Now Byrne out top with it. Swings it right side to Peterson. Hard screen that time set on Robbins as Kreis has it now. Handoff left side. Here's a drive from Byrne. Now she throws it into Peterson. Peterson with a baby hook up over Picton, and it's no good. Rebound brought down by Hannah Robbins. Robbins up the near side. Looking for the Barry. She finds Addison Harris at the low block. Harris goes up with it and draws the foul. Good job by Addison Harris there, getting the seal off in transition. Hannah Robbins side numbers, a wide hand stretched out, calling for the ball, feeds her teammate, and we got two free throws coming up for Montana State. Bobcat basketball is brought to you by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Harris sinks the free throw. She'll shoot one more. It's up on the way and rolls right out. Bobcats can't get the rebound. No, they can't. Spoke too soon. Taylor Chiric fights through two Chadron State players and chases that ball down. Addison Harris with it now to Hannah Robbins. She pump fakes off the handoff, works it back, swings it to the right side. Picton working through Harris. She's going to come get it back. Picton Little hezzy, pivots at the elbow, swings it to the right wing. Johnson pump fakes, drives the lane, puts it up. Scoop shot is no good. Rebound pulled down by Chadron State. Stokes working up the floor. Gets it up to Tanabe at the right wing. Tanabe guarded out on the perimeter by Picton. Picton knocks the ball loose. Tanabe gets it back. And Robbins steps up on the switch, but got there a little late. And a hand check called on Hannah Robbins. Third foul on the Bobcats here in the third quarter. 69-23, the Cats in the lead. 2:08 to play in the third. Inbounding from the far sideline is Morris. Cameron Morris. Now Tanabe. Left side. Drives, gets around Harris, but Harris pokes the ball out. It hits off Tanabe and out of bounds. Another turnover forced by the Bobcats. That'll put the turnover count at 34 now on Chadron State. So Montana State defense forcing 34 turnovers. Not too shabby here on opening night in the Brick. Picton in the backcourt. Working up the timeline. Gets a little interference from Addison Harris. Harris hands it back to Picton off the high post entry. Picton with a nice little bounce pass to Harris, who puts it up and in. What a find from Natalie Picton. Looking for her roller, sneaky little bounce pass, and the Bobcats are up to 71 points now. They lead 71-23. High ball pressure for the Bobcats in the half court. Haven't seen the full court press in a while. I imagine that's probably backed off for the rest of the game. Chiric playing some tight defense. Harris switches off. And now the ball is up to Byrne with 7 on the shot clock. And they can't get into any of their offense right now. In the left corner, here's a drive from Morris, runs into Harris, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Harris, and now Harris will push it ahead in transition. Long bust out dribble, gets it up ahead to Brooke Berry. Berry, shot fake, turns, fade away off of her right foot. It's blocked by Chadron State, but deflected out of bounds, and the Bobcats will keep it with 21 on the shot clock. Picked into inbound from the baseline. Good transition defense that time by Chadron as Picton gets to the left wing. Chiric takes the 3 in rhythm. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound deflected by Barry, but over the back is called on Brooke. A nice hard crash there by Brooke Barry, and some really good effort between running the floor in transition, going up for that ball there, but just a little too much contact. 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. Chadron looking to get in their offense, but Natalie Picton saying, I'll put a stop to that. And here comes Taylor Chiric, who steals the pass, runs it down the floor, puts it up, and it's good. Another lay-in for Taylor Chiric, the freshman from Roberts, Montana. She has 7 points. Got into some foul trouble, picked up 2 early in the first half, but back in the second half and getting in on the fun. Left side Morris, guarded by Barry. Barry gets around the ball screen. Now switch on to Ella Johnson. Johnson deflects it, and it's stolen away by Brooke Barry. Now Brooke Barry has numbers in transition. She goes up with it. A lot of contact, and Barry misses the shot, but is fouled in the process and will shoot 2 free throws. Brooke Barry going to the line for the second time tonight. She's 0 for 1 from the field, but 2 for 2 from the free throw line in her 8 minutes of action so far. Again, Barry last season shot 77.8% from the free throw line, and now she'll get a chance at 2 more. 73-23, the Bobcats with a 50-point lead, 23.9 seconds to play here in the third. Barry at the line. Deep breath from Brooke. Couple bounces. First free throw's up, and rolls in and out. Look down. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. Barry at the line looking to shoot 1 more. It's on the way, and no good. So Barry goes to the line, misses the pair. Rebound is pulled down by Waffle, who will push it up the floor, left side. Stokes in the corner now, picks up her dribble, guarded by Chiric, works it back up top. Comer passes it over to Kreis, who loses it, gets around Addison Harris, tries to kick it to the corner frantically as Ella Johnson was closing out there, and it's deflected out of bounds by Chadron State. Bobcats get it back with 6.9 seconds remaining in the quarter. We'll see if the Bobcats can get another bucket at the end of the quarter, an area where they struggled last season. Ella Johnson sets a flat ball screen for Picton in the backcourt. 2 seconds. She kicks it out. Barry, pull-up jumper at the horn. It's no good. Nice find there by Picton to her teammate Barry, who was cutting, and she gets a quick little pull-up, but it doesn't go, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Again, 73-23. Bobcats in the driver's seat here at the Brick from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. We'll have fourth quarter action coming up next. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up,
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Back from the First Interstate Bank broadcast edition, Daniel Salle here, bringing you the season opener for the 2024-25 Montana State Bobcats. Head coach Tricia Binford in her 20th season, seeing an outstanding performance by her defense so far tonight, 73-23. The Bobcats lead, and 37 turnovers forced through 3 quarters by the Bobcat defense. That is just exceptional. It'll be Bobcat ball going left to right out of the break. Esme Morales. Looks like we got zone defense that I talked about in the pregame. Haven't seen it yet. Skip pass to the corner by Morales. She goes long looking for Lamardo, and it's thrown out of bounds. Turnover by the Bobcats. So, zone defense coming out, giving the Bobcats a little bit of trouble early on in the time of the zone, I guess. It is late in the game. And big shout out to the strength coach, Derek Jones, chasing down that basketball as it rolled past the baseline bleachers on the track. Comer gets it across half court. She's guarded by Dylan Phillip. Left side. Kreis gets it up top. 3 on the way is no good from Richards. Rebound deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Cats will get it back going left to right. Dykstra throws it into Morales. Bobcats going to see more zone here. Left side. Bunyan throws it right into a cutting Martin. Phillip finds Morales. Morales keeps her pivot. Back to Phillip. Corner 3. Phillip, it's good. Dylan Phillip. Again, I've said it once. I'll say it again. It is so nice having her back out there on the floor in the Bobcat blue and gold. Left side. Pass deflected and stolen away by the Bobcats. Bunyan throws it long up ahead to Morales. Morales catches up to it. Picks up her bounce and puts it up for 2. Had to chase that one down a little extra. Found a second gear. Slipped a little bit, but she was able to control it and get a bucket as a 3 is up and no good from Kreis. Rebound Dykstra and up ahead to Morales. Morales right side. Off the bounce. No look pass down to Merritt. Dykstra off the glass. It's good. Esme Morales, are you kidding me? Looks right to the corner. Looks off the defender and just throws a bullet to Dykstra underneath the basket for a bucket. Another assist sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. 3 on the way from Comer. It's deflected by Bunyan, blocked, and KJ Martin gets the rebound, gets it ahead to Phillip. Phillip to Morales. Morales left wing in transition. Throws it to the corner. Another no-look pass. Dylan Phillip for 3. That time it's no good. Martin goes for the rebound, but knocks it out of bounds. And Chadron State will get it right back. 80-23 the score. Bobcats in the lead. Here come the Eagles getting it up the floor. It's Caden Comer, 5'5" senior out of Hill City, South Dakota. Comer passes off to the left side. Erickson up top to Byrne. Byrne defended by Bunyan. She's going to dribble to her left, hand it off, and here's a drive. Martin gets 2 hands on the ball, and they call a foul on the floor already on KJ, I guess. From my point of view, great gap attack there by KJ. Sagging off her player in the corner, just like she's supposed to, reaches out, gets 2 hands on the ball, and foul called. That's unfortunate. Long inbound from the baseline. Erickson swings it to Christ, left side. Going to work on the block is Richards. Now Byrne has it. Back to Erickson, drive and kick. Drive from the right, and Morales steps in, knocks it loose. Picton took a charge. They didn't call it, but it was already a turnover. Morales puts up a 3 on the other end in transition. Back iron, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Powers. Powers gets it back to Comer. Comer to the right side. Now Byrne looking inside. Dykstra helps off. Powers steps through, elbows Mara in the face. Era's wondering if we can get a look at it. She's working down the floor. She's got hit, but she's going to be all right. Morales to the corner. Popping her jaw a little bit. Left corner. Bunyan skips it out top. Morales weaves into traffic. Seeks some contact, goes up with a scoop shot, it's no good. And here come the Eagles to the other end, but the pass in transition is knocked out of bounds by Bunyan. Good job getting back. Eagles taking the ball out from the far sideline. Comer, left side to the corner. 3 on the way from Christ, no good. Chiric fighting for the rebound. It's knocked loose and into the hands of Hannah Robbins. Robbins pushing ahead in transition. She's going to pull it back now. Throw the skip pass to the right side. Chiric and Picton both right there, but Bobcats come down with it. Now Picton pauses, drives left side, puts it up, and it's blocked out of bounds. Brooke Berry will check in. Bunyan will get a rest. And taking it out from the baseline is Taylor Chiric. So Chiric, Picton, Berry, Robbins, and Harris all on the floor right now. Chiric inbounds. Left wing, Picton goes into Berry in the post-up. She spins to her right, goes up with it, and draws another foul. 3rd trip to the line coming for Brooke Berry. Again, redshirt sophomore out of Billings, Montana. Billings Skyview High School. Berry, couple bounces. It's up, and it's good. Before her second, this game's presented by your locally owned McDonald's restaurants. Download the app and earn free food, order from anywhere, and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. Free throw up and good. Berry hits them both. Now 5 for 6 on the ball game. And another turnover forced by the Bobcats. The ball gets thrown right to Picton. Picton attacks, dumps it off to Chiric. Chiric looking for Berry, and it's turned over. No, we got a tie-up. Comer and Berry. And the Arrows going to give it to the Eagles. Bobcats will back off the defense to half court. Comer, 6:15 to go in the 4th. Bobcats leading 82-25. Erickson has it right side. Hard switch there by Hannah Robbins. She's going to swing it back over to Christ. Now left side Byrne looking inside and can't find it, looking for Peterson. It's stolen away by Hannah Robbins. Long pass ahead in transition. Picton dumps it off to Barry. Barry with a short little jumper, and it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Erickson, and she's fouled by, no, the foul was on Chadron State. It's on Megan Counts. All righty. Second foul of the quarter on Chadron State. It's Montana State ball on the baseline. Chiric inbounding. Throws it to the left wing. Picton, rhythm three on the way, and it's short, no good. It's going to roll out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Eagles. Taking it out from the baseline is Counts. Counts looking to drive. It's knocked loose. Now Chiric's got two hands on it, looking to force a tie-up, but it's pulled back by the Eagles. Three on the way. Left wing is up and good. That time Tyra Erickson knocks it down. 82-28 the score. Cross half court. Chiric to Robbins. Three. Right wing is good. Hannah Robbins knocks it down. Another Bobcat three sponsored by Wendy's. Quick trigger in transition, but a wide open rhythm look for Robbins, and she buries it. Like I said, she's someone who should be able to help the Bobcats' three-point shooting woes this season. And on the other end, Robbins jumping in late on a shot fake and takes out her player. Looks like we got a foul. Is it on the shot or no? They're going to say she pulled the ball down and was looking to dribble again. Robbins picks up the foul. Her fourth. And Robbins in her Bobcat debut with 9 points after that three she just buried. And the inbound pass is knocked loose and stolen away by Taylor Chiric, looking like a free safety playing on Sunday. She runs down to the other end and puts it in for two. One word to describe Taylor Chiric's Bobcat debut: electrifying. Left side, Erickson. And here comes the double on the ball screen, and Robbins and Harris force a travel. Robbins heard the whistle and was worried about a foul that time, but she was all good. Clean, good defensive basketball. Good fundamentals there by the Bobcats on the defensive end. They continue to wreak havoc in this game as they have now forced 43 turnovers in about 35 minutes of basketball so far. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We got a media timeout on the floor. 87-28. The Bobcats leading here at the Brick. Daniel Salle at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with more fourth quarter action coming up next. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at FirehouseSubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank broadcast position inside the break, bringing you the Montana State season opener as the Bobcats lead in the fourth quarter over Chadron State, 87-28, 4:40 to go here in this ball game. Near side, Natalie Picton. Bobcats seeing some zone once again from Chadron. Left corner, Chiric up top to Picton. She swings it over. Hannah Robbins, rhythm three, right side. Ooh, off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Chadron. Taylor Chiric's going to fight for that one, though. No rebound comes easy when Taylor Chiric's on the floor, and she forces a tie-up. Arrow will give it back to the Bobcats. Inbound coming from the baseline. Picton to Chiric, back to Picton. Pump fake from the corner. She's going to work on the middle drive. Pick it up off two. Swing it out to the left corner now. Brooke Berry with the entry pass to Harris. She cuts right off of it, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Addison Harris, though, and she'll circle it back outside. Fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Bobcats. Picton, crossover, back to her right. Skips it over. Chiric, three from the right wing off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hannah Robbins. Robbins back to Picton. Another three on the way, left wing this time, back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Brooke Berry, but it's deflected, and now we got to fight for it as Berry comes up with it in traffic, gets it to Chiric, who kicks it back to Picton. And another three on the way, and this time it's good. Picton shrugs over at the bench. A sigh of relief from Natalie Picton as she knocks it down. And like I said, it's not often you see a missed three off an O-board kick out, and that time Picton with the redemption after the miss right before it, and that's why you keep shooting the ball. That's why you keep shooting the ball, especially when you're open like that. Kudos to Natalie Picton. Nicely done. 90-28, the Bobcats lead, 3:40 to go in this one. Picton playing some tough defense on Tanabe on the right side. She works it up top. Pass deflected by Hannah Robbins and out of bounds. That was Powers who threw that one. Was looking to get it to Byrne, but Robbins in the passing lane. Nice stunt that time to get a hand on that ball. Tanabe walking the tightrope on that half-court line with 13 on the shot clock. Lots of ball pressure from Natalie Picton. Powers to the wing, and Erickson's entry pass is deflected by Harris and stolen away by the Cats. Picton, left wing. Picton looks to drive off the shot fake, but she travels. Substitution. We got Stokes checking in the game for Chadron State once again with 3:14 to go. Tanabe will take it up the floor. Tanabe across the timeline. Guarded by Picton. Calling for a ball screen as Erickson clears out. And now we have a timeout called by Coach Travis Brewster. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it here and remind you to tune in to our post-game show brought to you by Montana's Rib and Chop House. Montana's Rib and Chop House has been serving Rocky Mountain communities for over 20 years. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our Montana locations soon. Again, they'll be our sponsor for our post-game show. We'll have lots to talk about in this one. After a big win, we'll take another look at our First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard during the post-game show. We'll talk to Coach Ben during the post-game show. We'll hear some highlights sponsored by First Security Bank. We'll have our McDonald's post-game delivery of the game. And a lot of candidates for that one tonight with this performance by the Bobcats. But right now, out of the timeout, it's Chadron State basketball. 3 minutes to play, 90-28. Cats in the lead. And a traveling violation. Great job on the switch that time by Ella Johnson. A little extra pressure, and Stokes picked up her dribble, and the Bobcats will get it going the other way. Hannah Robbins, step back three, right side off the side of the rim, no good. Barry going for the rebound. No, it's Ella Johnson chasing it down this time. Hops over the cheerleaders, back to Barry. Barry tries to pass it off to Addison Harris. She went into her dribble pull-up and hesitated, decided to go for the dump down, but Harris was trying to get in position for the O board already, and it's thrown right out of bounds. Little miscommunication there by Montana State. Left side, Nabe. Now Erickson, left wing guarded by Robbins. Looking to drive, pulls up for a mid-range jumper. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Barry. Barry pushing in transition off the dribble, passed it up to Robbins. Robbins catches in the corner, looking to go into the post. Johnson catches it, goes up for it. It's blocked by Powers. Powers comes up with the rebound. Powers over to Tanabe, who will push in transition. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the brick. Up top, Powers. Erickson swings it over to Tanabe. Now right corner, Powers guarded by Ella Johnson. Johnson making the start tonight, the second of her career. Picton comes over from the help side on the baseline drive and takes the charge. And that's great stuff by Natalie Picton. 90-28 the score, 1:56 on the clock. She's still not missing a beat, playing hard defense, and we will probably see less charges taken by the Bobcats this season than we have in the last 5 years because, well, Maddie Jackson's not on the team anymore, and she was sort of the all-time queen of taking charges. But Natalie Picton learned a lot from Jack last year on that aspect of the game and shown it off right here in game one, stepping over and wearing the contact. 1:56 to go. Picton will work it up the floor. She calls out the play, swings it over left side. Bunyan's going to swing in to the middle of the zone and get the catch, pass it back out to Picton. Picton dumps it off. Brooke Berry, short little jumper from 2 up, no good. Ella Johnson saves the O board, gets it to Robbins. Robbins steps through traffic, goes right up with it. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Eagles. Kreis gets it up ahead to Stokes. Stokes to Kreis, 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Picton, and Picton pushing the pace late in the game here as Bunyan will drive down the lane, dump it off. Berry. Shot fake, she's doubled now, picks up her dribble and throws a turnover. That time stolen away by Megan Counts. Counts gives it to Tanabe, and Tanabe will take her time getting the ball up the floor. Guarded by Bunyan. She spins back to her right, drives downhill. Picton helps over, and that's going to be another charge. Natalie Picton. There's a minute left in the game. She does not care. And Coach Ben is talking to Natalie now from the sideline and saying, Nat, like, that's great stuff, but there's a minute left in the game, so that's okay. That's okay. We got to protect ourselves now. There's another game on Thursday. Picton working up the floor. Ella Johnson coming to set the screen. Picton gets around it, pulls up, left elbow jumper, in and out, no good. Brooke Berry with a good crash. She spins into another baby hook off the glass. It's good. Great stuff by Brooke Berry that time. A couple of good crashes on the offensive glass in this ball game, and that time finally finds the bottom of the net. Berry with some clean looks in this ball game, but that's her first field goal made. 1 for 5 on the night. Left side, 43 seconds to go. Comer gets it inside, dumps it off to Counts kicks it back out to Morris. Comer again, 12 on the shot clock. Here's a drive, shot up from Kreis, off the glass, no good. Hannah Robbins rebounds the ball. Shot clock turned off, 28 seconds to go, and the Bobcats can dribble this one out. They get it to Bunyan, and Bunyan will slow it down. And that'll do it, folks. 92-28, your final score here in the brick. The Bobcats move to 1-0 in year 20 for head coach Tricia Binford. Again, with a commanding win here over Chadron State in the brick in front of the Bobcat faithful. And a tremendous effort by the Bobcats tonight. A fantastic defensive performance in which they forced, where'd my numbers go? 48 turnovers in 40 minutes of basketball. Really impressive stuff by Montana State here tonight on the defensive end. Got a lot of points in transition. We'll hit on that in the post-game show when we go over some stats. But again, 92-28 the final score. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Bobcat post-game show sponsored by Montana's Ribbon Shop House. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
I'm Bill Coffey, CEO of Stockman Bank. As a family-owned and operated community bank, we are focused only on serving the people, businesses, and communities of Montana. And now we are proud to be named one of the world's best banks by Forbes. We thank our customers for the trust you have put in us to meet your financial needs. If you don't know us, stop by and discover the difference at Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, member FDIC.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in-store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
I was diagnosed in 2010 with bipolar 1 disorder. It took me a while, but I had to surrender to that fact.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, we recognize mental health as the foundation of well-being. This is why we partner with advocates like Jason DeShaw and others who spread mental health awareness across the state and beyond.
I've learned that I cannot do this alone, that I have to reach outside of myself for help.
Learn more about Jason's story at bigblueskyyinitiativemt.com.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle bringing you the Montana State post-game show, brought to you by Ribbon Chop House here from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Final score tonight, 92-28. The Bobcats move to 1-0 on the season. And before we continue to dig into the nitty-gritty here in this post-game show, let's go ahead and pause for station identification. This is Bobcat Basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
Alrighty, Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank broadcast edition, bringing you the Montana State post-game show, brought to you by Montana's Ribbon Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. And don't forget, starting in January, once we get into the thick of conference season, we'll have cat chats every Tuesday night from the Ribbon Chop House. So come on down, get yourself a steak, maybe a burger, maybe some pasta, some chicken strips. They got it all. And hear from Keaton as he'll talk with Coach Logie, Coach Ben, and players from each team as the season goes on. And you got a glimpse here tonight, and you'll see the men's team play in due time as well. I know Coach Logie loaded up that roster this offseason, did a fine job bringing in some recruits to combine with some of his returners like Brian Garacki and Brandon Walker. They're going to be must-see TV this season. The women are going to be must-see TV this season. It's going to lead for a lot of exciting cat chats at Ribbon Chop House throughout the course of the year. So keep that on your calendar as things go into the new year. Still got a ways to go, but based on how the last couple months have gone, these next couple of non-conference action will surely fly by. Let's go ahead and take a look at some post-game stats as the Bobcats, again, get the job done 92-28 tonight. And pretty even spread scoring affair for Montana State. The leader, of course, Esme Morales in her Montana State debut was 16 points, 7 of 11 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3. Mara Dykstra had 10. Addie Harris had 10 in her Bobcat debut. KJ Martin, Dylan Phillip both had 7. Hannah Robbins came off the bench with a splash and got 9. Izzy Bunyan had 8. And Taylor Chiric also with 9. Again, she played 16 minutes, got in some foul trouble early, but came out in the second half and put on a pretty convincing performance here, the freshman out of Roberts, Montana. Looking over at Chadron State, and Shayla Powers was the leading scorer for them. She finished with 12 points on 5 of 6 shooting. The Bobcats did a pretty good job containing her as far as denying her touches, but she was able to shoot a pretty efficient percentage tonight. Again, a second-team all-conference performer last year for Chadron State. The Eagles finishing 9 of 36 from the field, shooting 25%. They had 36 shot attempts to the Bobcats, 76 shot attempts, and the main reason for that, well, they had 48 turnovers. So tip of the cap to the Bobcat defense. They were as stingy as I've ever seen them in the 2+ years now that I've been here. That was really brilliant by this group, and they are deep, they are fast, they are long, and they are tenacious on the defensive end of the floor. And tonight, I think, was just a sample size of what this team can do on that end of the court over the course of this season. That's going to be their identity, but the flash is there on the offensive end, and it starts with the point guard, Esme Morales, who led the team with 16 tonight. She was simply fantastic. Bobcats finished this game shooting 42% from the field, 32 of 76. Shot 31.8% from three, just a little over 30%. 7 of 22 on those threes. Those threes brought to you by Wendy's. They finished with 18 assists to 17 turnovers. Those assists brought to you by Aware Mental Health Services. Again, the Bobcats with a convincing win, 21 of 28 from the free throw line as well. And they had 47 points off of 48 turnovers. Really fantastic work by Montana State. We're going to go ahead and take a break here on the Montana State postgame show, sponsored by Ribbon Chop House. And when we come back, more postgame coverage from the Brick. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Back from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, Daniel Salle here, 92-28. The Bobcats get the win in their season opener from the Brick. Head coach Tricia Binford in year 20 out to a 1-0 start with one of the most exciting teams she's had in her time here, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, this is the post-game show brought to you by Montana's Ribbon Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. Now we have Coach Binford joining us here on the post-game show, and Coach, I don't know if you remember this long ago, but in the pregame show, we talked about defense and we talked about, wanting to score off those turnovers. Well, tonight, you force 48 turnovers and score 47 points off those turnovers. Not a bad way to start the season.
Yeah, we've been spending some time on that on the floor, and I can't hear myself, so hopefully our listeners can.
I can't hear you either. Hold on. I'm going to have to do some work on that. Let's go ahead and no, I think we're in the right spot here. Okay, maybe not. Well, let's go ahead and take another break, and when we come back, we'll hopefully be able to hear from Coach Binford. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. Definitely a side-eye situation.
And now, it's a BOGO situation with buy one, get one for $1 on sausage McMuffin, burritos, hash browns, and more. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Alrighty, now we're back from the break after some help from my good friend Keaton. I appreciate him. He pulled out the extra headset, and we are off and rolling here on the postgame show, sponsored by Montana's Ribbon Chop House. I am now joined by the head coach of the Bobcats, Trisha Binford, in her 20th season, and she has a working headset. Coach, back to what we were talking about earlier before we ran into these issues. 48 turnovers forced by your defense, 47 points off those turnovers. How happy were you to see that in Game 1?
Turnovers was phenomenal. That's going to be a record, I think, for MSU. And we will get better at some of that transition spacing. I think we had some opportunities that got a little bit sloppy, but overall, the bench contribution, I think we're going to be talking about our bench stats a lot as far as their ability to put points on the board and be a huge spark coming off the bench. And this was a great team effort today.
49 points from the bench tonight. How important is that depth going to be through the grind of the season? Obviously, you played an exhibition on Friday night. You got a game tonight. You got a game Thursday. You got another one next week, Tuesday morning. I mean, these games, they start coming up. Once we get into conference, there's going to be those Monday games, too, where you got 3 games in a week. So how important is it to be able to have that depth?
Yeah, I mean, it's really important. You never know what's going to happen. We had some foul trouble early with a couple guards, and we've got the luxury of going with a lot of other kids. So I think that's a huge strength in keeping kids fresh. And we we even got to play a little bit in the half court today. We called off some of that full court at times and saved some legs that way. The big challenge is we don't have a team that ever stop with their motors. They're going to just compete hard. We can't slow them down. You got Taylor Cherrick's out there going everywhere, and
Nat taking two
we
charges
got Nat.
in the last 2
I'm
minutes.
like giving her the signal of no more. I could think they earned some coffees with their charges that they were taken, but really, really good overall game for our team, and good way to get started. And we're just going to continue trying to get better in some areas. One of the areas we talked about on the defensive end was finishing plays better with the glass, and we got up to 75% of defensive rebounds there. And on the offensive end, trying to get a few more post touches in transition. So, those things are going to carry over as far as being able to take a step in the right direction.
Now we're going to talk about Esme Morales. So obviously joins the team as a transfer this season. We knew what she was capable of. She, the fireworks started pretty early. And I got to add in the little tidbit right before the half when she had that little bounce pass to Mara. Oh, and by the way, she might also be the best passer in the Big Sky. There's so many things that she did tonight on the basketball court. She goes 7 for 11 from the field, leads the team with 16 points in 17 minutes. She got a no-look pass to Mara underneath the basket. She's shooting threes. She's pulling up. How important is it to have someone like that? I mean, we saw the end-of-quarter situations and just the overall spark that she provides, especially on the offensive floor. But she was playing a little defense out there, too, tonight.
Yeah, we joked that she was leading us in steals at one point. I'm like, look at this defense by Esme. She already had 2 steals at that point, and I think she ended up with more. And my favorite 2 possessions of the entire game, Daniel, one of the things that we needed in the offseason was to finish possessions well, finish quarters well, finish low shot clock situations well. And when she came into the portal, she fit more than the need we were looking for. And both the first and the second quarter, to be able to put the ball in her hands just to make the right play. She is a really, really special talent. She's so dynamic. Her ability, and even like the shot fake, she gets everybody on the shot fake, the pass fake. She's just such a smooth player and so unselfish. There were possessions that she actually passed up that we want her to take the shot to get everybody involved. And this was her ability tonight with this stat sheet, with being able to conserve her minutes right now. That's the other thing that you're looking at, is when you can get a little bit of a decent lead and rest some of those kids that you need to protect and have some legs ready for the next game. I'm like, those things add up as well. But really great game from her.
And that long pass she threw full court, we didn't get 2 points out of it. That wasn't too shabby either.
No, there's some things that she does that you're just in a wow factor, and that'll make a nice highlight film.
Yeah, it's going to be good for me.
It's going to be a lot of fun. But those were my 2 favorite possessions, because those could be the difference in games won and lost.
Well, last thing, we've kind of talked about the depth, and someone that I got to talk about a little bit tonight. I know we talked after the pregame too. I mean, Dylan Phillip, especially on the defensive end. I mean, she came out, and I talked about the three-point shooting because that was a weakness last year. And I mentioned Esme, I mentioned Hannah, I mentioned Dylan as some kids who can come out and help raise that number up a little bit. And we saw Dylan tonight. Looks like she was 1 for 3 from 3, and what she brings on the defensive end is obviously not to go unnoticed. But how nice is it for her, after working her way back after missing last season, to have that back out there?
Well, we certainly don't undervalue what she brings to the table, and she has worked tirelessly to get back into Division I shape, conditioning, the speed of the game, the way she plays, how she impacts the game for us is beyond the stat sheet. She is so reliable in everything she does, both offensively and defensively. She's so selfless of making everybody else on the floor better, but she just makes great plays, and she's such a smart player out there on the defensive end, protecting her teammates and getting the rotations. She just keeps getting better and better, and we got to be conservative with her minutes. I just it's exciting to see her back. She's really earned getting back, and she's worked so hard. So just really proud of that kid.
Well, Coach, I could sit here and ask you questions all night, but I see your family waiting over there. Go see
Dad.
That's
let's just say really proud of this entire team. A great start to the season, and we'll just build from here.
All right, Coach, I appreciate it.
Daniel.
Yep. That was Coach Tricia Binford. Following some technical difficulties, we got her on, and now we are off and moving with this post-game show sponsored by Montana Ribbon Chop House. We're going to take a break, and still to come, we got the highlights of the game sponsored by First Security Bank. We got the delivery of the game sponsored by McDonald's, and we got our Vance Thompson Vision look ahead. All still to come on the Montana State post-game show sponsored by Montana's Ribbon Chop House. 92-28, the Bobcats get the win here at the Brick and start the season 1-0. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Daniel Salle here, bringing you the Montana State postgame show, sponsored by Montana's Rib and Chop House, coming to you from the First Interstate Bank broadcast edition, 92-28. Your final score tonight here from Bozeman. And as we continue on here, we're going to go ahead now and take a moment to listen to tonight's highlights of the game, sponsored by First Security Bank. Morales working up the floor. Left side gets a double ball screen up top. To the elbow, kicks it back up top to the popping Ella Johnson. 3 on the way, you betcha. Rebound pulled down by Ella Johnson. Kick out, trail 3. Bunyan, you betcha. Izzy Bunyan, her first 3 of the season. Second of the ball game for the Bobcats. Rebound pulled down by Morales, and she'll go ahead and push in transition. Morales fakes the pass. Euro step off the window. It's good. Get used to it, Bobcat Nation. Esme Morales, a household name in the Big Sky Conference, getting another bucket here in the brick. It's Bobcat ball going left to right out of the break. High post, Ella Johnson kicks it out. Esme Morales, 3 left side, it's good. Stokes working up the floor, and she's picked by Esme Morales. Morales over the head pass, Martin off the glass, it's good. It's showtime here in the brick for Esme Morales as the Bobcats lead goes to 59-16. Those are your highlights of the game, sponsored by First Security Bank. And Cat fans, get used to it. This is a fun basketball team. Real quick, an update from the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard. Right now, Sacramento State beating Jessup 68-43 in their season opener. Just over 5 minutes to go in that one. Idaho State gets the win over Arizona Christian, 91-52. As previously mentioned, NAU with the win at the buzzer in Albuquerque over New Mexico, 80-78. And we got a tight one in Pullman as Eastern Washington falls by 1 point in overtime, 83-82 to the Cougs. And last but not least, Northern Colorado, 66-64. They get it done over Concordia, Nebraska. So those are your scores around the Big Sky. And Troy, who will be coming to our place coming up later this week, they fall 78-80 in Buffalo. We're going to go ahead and continue on here now and discuss tonight's McDonald's post-game delivery of the game. And there's one play that comes to mind. And Coach talked about just a minute ago our favorite 2 possessions of the game, but this is a delivery. You know, we're talking your McDonald's. You're getting your McDonald's delivered. Well, on the basketball court, you want to get the basketball delivered. And Mara Dykstra got the basketball delivered at the end of the second quarter from her teammate, her point guard, Esme Morales, as Morales got into a screening action with time winding down, picked up a double team, threw a little bounce pass to the side, set up Dykstra for a buzzer-beating bucket, and got the Bobcats points on the board at the end of the quarter, just like they did in the first quarter. And I don't want to overlook the no-look pass where she looked off a defender to the corner and threw one into Mara for an open layup. That one was pretty cool, too. But the one at the end of the quarter really stood out. So that's your McDonald's post-game delivery of the game, brought to you by your very own McDonald's of Montana, locally owned and operated. Now let's go ahead and finish off by looking into the Bobcats' next game versus Troy, presented by Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Montana State Bobcats. And the Troy Trojans now 0-1 on the season with a 2-point loss at Buffalo tonight, 80-78 as previously mentioned. But this program is no joke. They are 22-12. Last year they went 22-12. 15-3 in conference play, and a 9-6 winning record on the road. Not many teams can boast that as well. Not easy to win on the road. They did go to the NCAA tournament, I believe, last season. No, they went to the WNIT. Excuse me. They went to the WNIT and made it to the semifinal round where they lost to Minnesota 74-69. So this program's no joke. They were the number one offensive rebounding team in the country last season. Did graduate a lot of talent, and I'll have more for you all on them on Thursday night when we get in the pregame show. But Thursday night's game, 7 o'clock tip-off, 6:45 pregame. We'll go live here from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Basketball season has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. So the Bobcats get a 92-28 win here in the Brick to tip things off over Chadron State. Again, 7 o'clock Thursday night they tip off. We'll be live 6:45, and you can find that anywhere across the Bobcat Radio Network. And then we'll be back here again the following Tuesday for the field trip game against Cal Poly. That'll be an 11 a.m. start time. I know you're all excited to hear the screaming in the background on that one. But that's going to do it for tonight's Montana State postgame show, brought to you by Rib and Chop House. The Bobcats advanced to 1-0 with a 92-28 win over Chadron State. Special thanks to Jesse back in the studio, and for Keaton here as my helper setting up the gear tonight. I really appreciate it, and helping me deal with the technical difficulties as well, and for the head coach, Coach Ben, and for Coach Sonny, who joined us on halftime. That's going to do it here from the First Interstate Bank broadcast station in the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. The Bobcats are 1-0. Basketball season is back, and we'll talk to you on Thursday night. Thanks for listening to this presentation of Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Bobcat Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, here to help you through all life's events.